And what do we need to do? We need to go to problem of the day. So let's check it out here. This says a triangle has an area of 24 square centimeters and a base that is 3 times the measure of its length. Find both dimensions. Wow. A triangle has an area of 24 square centimeters, and a base that is 3 times the measure of its length. Find both dimensions. Okay, let's take a look at this character, all right? Got a triangle drawn. And in my mind, there's a lot of ways we could draw this triangle. Some of you say, well, how'd you know to draw it like that? Well, I knew one thing. I want to have an altitude that's going to come and meet the base, going to form a right angle, and I want that altitude to basically be about 1/3 the size, because according to our reference here, it says the base is 3 times the measure of the height. Now, dear friends, we do not know the measure of either, all right? But we do know when we draw the picture, that is going to help us out. So here we go. Let's bring in that height, and we can work this problem out pretty well. All right there we go, straight from there. Remember I said it makes a right angle? There's the height, all right? So it's coming from this point right here and measuring up to the base that it meets with it there. Now, I guess the first thing we need to worry about, is there a formula? Of course there's a formula. It's an area of a triangle, right? So we're going to make this thing work as A equals 1/2 base times height. Base times height. Storyline, I know the area, so let's put that in there. Any number we know, my friends, that's what we need to put in, all right? So we're going to put 24 here. I've got 1/2. Now we've got to talk about what is this base, what is this height business? And we got to go back to the picture. Go back to the picture here. I'm going to call the height X because I don't know what it is. But I do know that my base down here is 3 times as long, okay? 3 times the measure. So we'll run it right across through here. And now we have something we can deal with. We really do. We have some great stuff we can deal with here. We have a B. Well, it's now become an X, actually 3X. And we have a height, which is at X. All right, so putting those together, we are going to multiply. Now, we're going to be very careful on this, all right? We drop out the lower third there, guys. We're going to keep the 24 for right now, but I want to go ahead and get 1/2. We're going to do something with that. But I want to multiply 3x times x, and want to make sure that we're going in the right place here. We're going to have 3x squared for our product there, all right? Now, I'm going to hesitate a little bit because some of my students out there will say, we have 3x. No, we don't. We've got an x squared. We've got to remember that, all right? So that's very important, all right? Let's do something else. Do we want to take half of 3? I really don't want to deal with fractions on this one, all right? Because the x squared is kind of giving me a little bit of interest moment here. So let's go ahead and take care of this 1/2 and double the other side. That's the trick, all right? So we're going to take the 1/2. Basically, we're going to multiply this craziness by 2. That's going to allow this to cancel. But remember, if we do it to the right, we've got to do it over there to the left. So we're going to take 2 times 24. And now I'm at 48, and I've still got this 3x squared hanging on, all right? And I'm going to shift out here a little bit. Actually, we'll go ahead and divide by 3. Let's do that. Divide by 3. And we have, something nice. We have x squared equaling 16. Now, say it's nice because 16 is a perfect square. I can find that square root pretty easily. And that's how we undo this, by the way. We're going to be hunting for a square root to both sides. And the square root of 16, like I said, is 4. And so some of you are saying, oh, good, we're at the answer. Well, we are. We are somewhat, because we're looking for both dimensions. We found x is 4. In this case, it looks like it's centimeters, all right? So it's 4 centimeters right there. I can't put the cm in there. It's a little packed in. We'll put it down here. How about that? So it is 4 centimeters. But what about that base? 3 times that amount. Well, that's easy. 3 times 4, which will give us 12 centimeters there. So there's your story. Now, let's check back. If we take 4 times 12, we get 48. You've got to take half. Take half of that, you're at 24. And life is good.